Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome to a Sunday video. This one is a very important Sunday video as it looks at acquiring units, as a lot I'm non-spending in Marvel Contest of Champions. I've got 6,564 units and I've now made a decision to stop spending any units on things like Thronebreaker, Relic Crystals or anything else, deals, whatever. I'm going to be saving my units and also adding more to it. But a question for me, as well as many others, since the Cyber Week deals have gone and we've blasted out all of our units, is there any need to grab more units for the Banquet Event? Now, I was a bit surprised to read from the Banquet Event that there will be some sort of rank-based system for it. As it says here, like the gifting event before, the Banquet Event will have some of the most valuable rewards, ranked rewards, including rank 5 6-star materials, so that's mega, but also the extent of point acquisition, because that's important as well. Banquet crystals and greater banquet crystals will be taking the place of the gifting and greater gifting crystals. You cannot gift these crystals to anybody but can purchase them yourself. These crystals will have content similar to the greater gifting crystals and gifting crystals, including chances to obtain rare champions such as Wolverine Weapon X and a newly added Jessica Jones. These crystals can be purchased with units, and from the way that it kind of like comes across is that points will mean prizes, especially from it being like a solo gifting event or stuff like that. So it kind of mean rather than this being alliance kind of tiered, there will be some alliance based participation stuff, but it looks like there will be more of a solo thing with this, because you earn points in the banquet, solo and alliance events by purchasing and or opening banquet crystals and greater banquet crystals, because it creates more of an emphasis on those particular ones. So let's face it, it will more than likely be about 300 units if it's similar to the GGC from last year, and also a lot of people will be going for them. But at the same time, I wanted to make a video about like a grind guide as to like how many units it's possible to get, especially if you're a non-spending player like myself, and look, you want to be participating or you want to be getting some. So let's have a look at, because let's face it, you want to get yourself that pizza throwing Jessica Jones. You want a bit of RNG fun. Some people don't, by the way. Some people do and are interested in this stuff. Some people aren't. So I guess this helps out some people if you want units in a very short space of time. So I've put together a little spreadsheet, if you will. Link in the description, by the way, if you do want to check it out. And it's called the Banquet Event Unit Grind Guide. So grinding units in a very short space of time. Now what I've done for this is, as it says right at the top, I've based this on starting the 20th of December when it drops for the that's the event release, but what this is based on, is the grind is from the 4th of December today until the 3rd of January when the event ends. The reason that I've done this like this is that because you will need time. You will need the 30 days, which is from now, in order to get the units required. So let's get down to business. If you grind out your normal heroic and all that stuff as you usually do on a monthly basis, go and do your event quest, normal heroic master uncollected, you can pick up at least the volume there, 150 a time per piece. The calendar gives 100 units a month. Variants, again, like if you want to go do a variant classic, go do it. You could get a load of units. You could get it could be done. I've tapped that kind of too much now, and it's done. Solo events, there's 30 times 25 is 475. That's gonna be a big chunk of your units. Alliance 3-day events, there's 10 that could be within that time frame potentially. It could be 11, it could be 9, right? But let's go with 250 working. And then if you've got a summoner sigil, 375 based on 75 units per week for five weeks. So what that will do is it will give the following. So non-arena free-to-play players will get 1,425 units if they do all the above. And if you're a spender, you'll get 1,800 units. So that's good. There's also, for those that grind arena, the dethroned solo event, which gives 190 units. Important, okay? And as a lot of arena is important for many things, but one of the main things is units and also battle chips. Battle chips means you can open arena crystals, and I would say with the volume, maybe best to just choose solely arena crystals. That's what I choose. But again, you do you at the end of the day with your choice of what you feel RNG is good for. So rotations and arena wise, there are 9 arena rotations, or 9 arena. Yeah, there's kind of there's 5 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that, 4 or 5 weeks, and in that time you can kind of say that there's 9 arena rotations. So like a Thursday and a Monday, So So when a Monday comes around and then a Thursday comes around and you've got arena to do. If you are willing to go and do a low-end grind, you can get 1,422 units. That's pretty good. Adds to your that other total, 1,425, and that's 2,800 2,800 units, let's say. So that could be what? 4 times 3. No, it's more than that actually. It's 5 times 3 times. That's more than that actually. God, I sometimes like maths just doesn't kind of like do me justice here. 7 times 3, 8 times 3. Yeah, 8. You could do 8 banquet crystals between now. So you go and grind it, get 8 banquet crystals. Again, down to a personal choice. And then if you do some more higher end arena, you can add to your totals. If you're willing to do some of the further milestones or some of the trials and basic arenas and even like the featured arena, you're getting an extra bit of units. Like, here's the thing. If you are willing to grind, and I'm not saying you should do, because it is an RNG crystal, but if you want to get involved with it, an event itself, then you could add some more units. I mean, this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to aim for about 12,000 units total. I'm up to 6,564 units now. And I'll probably kind of get involved and open up crystals and then try and push towards the end of the month and try and do 12,000 units. That's what I did last year in last year's gifting event. Or did I do that? I can't remember. I'm going to have to go back and have a look. But yeah, I'll have to go and check that out. But I would say if you even put like 12,000 units up now, it's kind of like maybe a bit better because you're not doing so much of the gifting side of things, and it's all about solo kind of participation in that one. But let's get to like the brass, the kind of most important thing, and that is the take home. What could you theoretically take home if you were willing to do a bit of a grind? So the total free-to-play units you can grab with no arena, absolutely 0 arena, could be 1,425 units, because people don't like arena. I personally like arena, but that's because I don't spend in the game, so I need to kind of do it. And yes, it's grindy, but what you can do? Honestly, what you can do? Low-end grind, 6,522 units based off RNG of 2,000 units. If, and also the dethroned event, if, you could get 2,000 units from the battle trips, you could get 5,000. I don't know. I can't predict the future. If I could, then I'd say go for this crystal, go for that crystal, because you get units. If you do a more high-end grind, there is every possibility of getting 10,000 units. I've known people that smash out more than that per month. I know some people that would go anything between 8,000 have terrible RNG. It's just going to be down to, that 4,000 unit RNG could be crap RNG, could be good RNG when it comes to that. But that hopefully kind of like gives you an idea and a perspective. As I'm saying, I'm not condoning now going out and extensively grinding, but it gives you an idea. If you're like myself, you spent a Cyber Weekend, some of your free-to-play units, and you're like, okay, well, I need to, number 1, get more units. Number 2, I'm interested in this banquet event. I want to get involved. Number 3, you don't want to front up a huge amount of units for your trouble because, look, but you want to feel like you're having a bit of fun. And that can be really important. Fun, having a bit of fun, is important in MCOC. Otherwise, the drudgery of the grind just kind of like makes you just kind of pee it off. And look, you can get units. Like, I think I've grinded out about 40,000 free units this year from being non-spending, and I haven't had to excessively kind of give up a lot of my time. Some Kabam have given out free units as well in the past. But look, just to put it in perspective, if for whatever reason you were able to, and let's going to break this down right now, I'm just going to bring the calculator into play here. So if you had, I don't know, I'll go with my scenario first off, 12,000 units divided by 300 units per crystal. I could potentially do 40 of those particular banquet crystals. And that's 40 attempts for something that could be good, could be bad, could be fun, could be rubbish. You just don't know. But then again, same thing. Like, even if you are non-spending, you don't have many units, and you're like, okay, well, I want to get involved with this in any case. Even if you're able to get about 3,000 units for this particular event, that's 10. That's 10 crystals that you'll be able to kind of like have a little bash. And that may be enough to do your milestone. There could be some milestones with it. As Kabam have said in some of the information, there's a solo event and there's rank rewards. So, maybe think about this as a little bit of fun or getting involved with it. But yeah, I hope this video helped and also helped out just get an idea of like, look, is it possible? Should you bother? And again, it's down to you if you're interested. I'm going to have a bit of fun with this because, I've got units. I've probably got a little bit of time to grind out the units that are required for it. But yeah, we'll have to see. And yeah, it might mean for some boring streams, but hey, come by. Like, grind along with me on this one. You don't have to do arena at the same time. Just grind along with me. Have a bit of fun. But yeah, that's been a video. Check out the link in the description for the spreadsheet. I thank you very much for watching and supporting. Check out some other content which will be located on screen right now, and I'll see you very soon. Much love. Goodbye for now.